Hey guys, just want to let you know real quick that the Risk of Resources channel is up and running. We currently have 2 fully edited races uploaded with more to follow. I know competitive Risk of Rain content has been absent from the channel recently, but that's not because races haven't been happening, it's been because I've been more of a commentator than a competitor, so go check out that channel. Today's video is a companion piece to a much larger project I'm working on going through the history of Risk of Rain 2, but in the meantime, I thought it would be fun to play some of the older updates. But first, are you hungry? Have you ever contemplated boiling your grandson in a big witch's cauldron because you just can't take the hunger pains anymore? I know I've been there, but I'm here to tell you there's another way, a better way, with the sponsor of today's video, Factor. Factor is the new eating meta, alright? It makes eating food easier than ever by delivering fresh, never frozen gourmet meals right to your door. It eliminates the hassle of prepping, cooking, cleaning up, and finding a large enough cauldron. They even have add-ons and breakfast options now, like pancakes with eggs and ice cream. But for my money, I think the smoothies are the best. I highly recommend those. I love Factor. They genuinely have amazing food. This isn't a bit. I actually have family members that steal them out of the fridge, and it's gotten to the point that I have considered hiding them, so that's gotta tell you something. Tonight, I'm eating chicken Florentine with spinach and chili cauliflower. No idea what they put in that sauce, but it's powerful. Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code 50disputed to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box. That's code 50disputed at factor75.com to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Thank you, Factor, for being a longtime supporter of the channel. Now back to the heckin' video. We're playing Risk of Rain 2 for once. Wow. But this isn't just any Risk of Rain 2. This is the, I want to say new update, but this has been out for a little bit. We're playing some Risk of Rain early not even 1.0, like early access version 1. You can look at the little icons here for Commando. This is a super primitive version of the game. I'm excited to play it, where we might go through a couple of these today. So a couple interesting things I noticed. So Artie has a few little quirks. So first of all, she does not have the jetpack hover, and the nanobomb just goes straight. There's no arc on it whatsoever. Very interesting. Merrick, this guy, went through a lot of changes. I don't think he has iframes in this version, and exposed is a long way away from being a thing. I don't think we got that till Mithrix came out. I noticed some of these icons are different. Some of these look like they're from the first game. Like this blink, that's gotta be from the first game, I'm thinking. Multi, you can't change any of your skills yet, so it's just gonna be nail gun, I think rebar puncher. I don't even see rebar puncher anywhere, actually. Oh yeah, it's down here, okay. And then engineer, who is, as far as I can tell, largely the same, except you have 10 pressure mines. Obviously, Eclipse is not a thing, so the highest difficulty I can play today is Monsoon. We're gonna go through a couple different versions today, I think. Oh, listen to that. Let's do his M1. Very different. Do they all sound different? Okay, that sounds normal. That sounds normal. See, you can see the UI is a little bit different up here. The GUI is shaking on sprint. Does the whole screen shake? The whole UI is a little bit different, I'm noticing. You can also notice the font. I think it's slightly different. But largely it is, like, this is classic Roost. Oh, you know what? We're gonna have to deal with old Roost loot. Up until Survivors of the Void, this map had a lot less loot. So that sucks. I'm also not sure how powerful full looting is going to be in this version, because I know back in the day, rushing was definitely the preferred strategy, and the game literally tells you to go fast. I'm not sure how recent of a meta full looting actually is. Oh, the old rusted key. Okay, so this one was actually changed. This was a rework. You can see the icon's a little bit different. So I believe this works very similarly to the shipping request form. Oh, look at this healing drone. Ugh. Everything looks so, I don't know, just alpha, I guess. Most white items are so bad on release. Except for stickies, apparently. Most of them are largely the same. I know there's a few that underwent reworks. Look at this golem. He is very blocky. Part of it, I think, might be the lighting. But yeah, I feel like they definitely updated this model at some point. It also sucks not having any alternate skills. That's going to be a thing for the next update as well. We didn't get that for a couple. All right, here we go. Large chest. It's going to be good. Oh, pinging it doesn't tell you how much it costs yet. Wow, there's really nothing. I found 2 chests. Okay, we got one back there. I don't know if I can get through this, honestly, with 3 items. None of them being very helpful. quail. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. So this is something I've noticed just throughout every version of the game. If you go into the unlock challenge for wax quail, it's a different model. It doesn't have this little thing on its head. It's so bizarre. And I feel like that must have been something from like pre-release, I guess, and it just didn't, no one ever caught it. It's still in the most recent version of the game. If you look at the challenge specifically for wax quail, it's a different texture. Oh, great. We got a horde of many. This may be a, this is gonna be rough. There was just no loot here. Like, I don't know what to say. Stage 1 Greater Wisp event. How often does that happen? That has got to be something different about this version. I feel like I never see Horde of Many on Roost. Maybe I should be going faster. Yeah, when Commando got reworked on Anniversary Update, his rate of fire increased like 33% and 10% damage buff. Oh, damn, I didn't even realize that. Hopefully I get something better. There's only, I think, 6 maps in this version. There's only 1 Stage 3 and only 1 Stage 4, and we don't have Stage 5 yet. Okay, Bandit Aqueduct. Okay, so pot rolling is probably a thing. Let's see, what is that? Wax quail opening. Wow, the loot pool is so low. Like there's only like 75 items in this version, which is actually still a decent amount, but it is less than half of what we have today. Wow, this fire rate is actually awful. Okay, we got the God Pot. Good. Still better than pot rolling now, I would say. I don't know if Scythe gives crit in this version. I assume it does, but I feel like I'm playing a weird, bizarro version of the game I know and love. Yeah, not having the shotgun just hurts my soul, honestly. Okay, we'll go for a lunar, sure. Why not? Meteorite, okay. I don't think cleansing pools are a thing yet, so if we... at least this is an equipment, so I can get rid of it, but a regular lunar item, I don't think there'd be a way to get rid of it. I'm hesitant to use this, though, because I don't want it to destroy pot. It's probably a bad idea, actually. The keys were super hard to find in this version because they didn't have the little outline yet, so I don't know if I'll be able to find it. We'll see. I've been looking. I feel like I've been most places. Bans also worked a little bit differently, I believe. They were a proc chance, not a cooldown. Oh, here we go. Perfect timing. But they were still pretty strong from what I remember. Maybe even stronger. Because actually I can probably proc them with Commando, which would be better than a Seeker's run at this point. Okay, yeah. We got some damage now. I want to go a little bit faster, because I do think there's some merit to going fast right now. Yeah, look at this base regen, my goodness. Okay, more bands, sure. Oh, I'm going to be leaving here with all the bands. That's nice, though. I think that's some AoE. It is just a proc chance, I think, right? And then they proc at the same time? I'm not sure. I don't even know if I should grab them now, honestly. I just randomly got both bands. What are the odds? Actually pretty high. And then I don't know what the goal is here. I don't know if I want to go long enough to obliterate. I would loop after stage 4, so I might just end there. I kind of want to get through a couple different versions today. I don't want to spend too much time on this one, but we gotta at least pot roll in the 1.0 version. I feel like the lighting is just slightly different on all of the enemies. Yeah, this is the pot rolling I know and love. I haven't done this in a while. I'm very out of practice. It's okay, we got the easiest spot. Nice. I miss pot rolling the most. I know, they should bring it back. They neutered it in Seekers. Like, it has not been the same since. And supposedly they made it easier, but I feel like they made it harder, because actually physically getting it onto the button, like if you, against any increase in elevation whatsoever, it just doesn't work. You need to have like a perfect ramp now. And the buttons themselves, sometimes you just cannot get them on, even if the pot is right there. Okay. Whoa, these guys have it. Look at their health bar. It's so huge. Wow, these guys were definitely nerfed at some point. This is not normal. Their health bar is like double a regular enemy. They're such pushovers today. You never die to these. Holy shit. No way. You gotta chill. They scale with ambient level. Oh no. But they also, like, their health bar should not be that long. Oh yeah, and I think we could actually do the glitch where you can clip in here and actually fight them without doing bans. Because that was a thing for a while until they patched it. Okay, nice. Got a Shrine of Order down there. That's been in the game. Did bans proc on Twisted Scavs ever work as intended? I'm not sure. I do know that the Twisted Scavs are not in this version, though. I don't think that was a thing until Hidden Realms. I have this stuff fresh in my mind because I've been researching it for my video. So I have a a general sense of what was added when. It'd be fun to do a video going through like every rework, not just the Seekers ones, because there's a couple. Like the bands are another example. Bison Steak, I think, was reworked. Goat Hoof had an updated model, but I don't think it was ever reworked. Sticky Bomb, you haven't come across any yet, unfortunately. I think I want to in this run because I think that was changed in the next update. The old Sticky Bombs were very short-lived. Chances are high that I'll find a printer though. Couple chests down here. I feel like the amount of chests I'm finding is a lot lower. Yeah, this is the old Goat Hoof model. A lot less furry. Ooh. I like the speed, but we're going to go with the sticky because we have to, right? More quails. I'm getting too many. And scrappers aren't a thing yet. Scrappers are a long time from becoming a thing. I don't think they were even a thing in early access. I think that was 1.0 they were added. Oh, here we go. Here's our lockbox. It's so tiny. Wow. You get another sticky bomb, and look, we still have it. Beautiful. Now, the reason sticky bombs were so great is actually, I think they were a little bit overhyped, honestly. But every time you would stack them, it would increase proc chance and damage. So it's kind of like how shurikens are now, or I guess will-o-wisp is another one that kind of works that way, where the more stacks you have, the better it is. But the thing about the old ones is it was additive damage. So like if you had an ATG proc into a sticky, I think it would do the same amount if you had your M1 do it. I'm not sure. I know that the rework is total damage, though. They tend to scale better with proc chains. Scrappers plus printers add so much to the game, it elevates it. Yeah, printers are a thing, just not scrappers, which is like, how could you ever, like, in hindsight, it's so, how could you not have scrappers? It's such a no-brainer, but that first game didn't have them either. And that's one of the things about returns that I struggle with. It's just no scrapper. I feel like it gives you just so much control over your build. They're so important. Wish returns had printers. It didn't not have printers? I thought it did. I'm probably thinking of the drone printers, because those were a thing, which I actually loved. I wish they would have brought those into Risk of Rain. That would have been cool. Decent amount of damage. I don't think Shatter Spleen is a thing yet, unfortunately. It would make this build right now, though. I need AoE is what I need. Oh, no. Ah, there we go. Rest in peace. All right, well, I think that's a good place to call 1.0. We're gonna move on to the next version, though. We're moving on to the Scorched Acres update. We'll play a different survivor for this. Scorched Acres. First of all, absolutely adore this title screen. I wish they would do more stuff like this. This is one thing I noticed in the early access versions, is they would play around with the title screen a lot more. We have this beautiful, like Scorched Acres background. I think Merc would be interesting just because, I mean, we have a couple updates, I think, to play Merc, but like this early version, I think might be interesting. Yeah. And I'm seeing a couple Mercs. Let's try that. Oh God, we're on Roost again. Okay. Maybe we'll get 3 chests this time. I can only hope. So I heard something was up with the regen. I don't think this is like the initial patch of this update. Oh wow, look at that. Holy shit, that is a lot of regen. My goodness. Oh, I have to disable the music every time I launch. Nice. Oh, look at this old red whip texture. Ooh. That's gross. Oh, it's like 80% of the size of the medkit too. Definitely prefer the new texture. Also, look at that dash. I think what's happening there is you'll notice my crosshair. It's like a little upside down V when I'm sprinting, right? When I dash, it turns it back into a circle. So I think I'm not getting the sprint speed when I dash, which is definitely different now. Yeah, so exposed isn't a thing yet. So I'm going to be doing a lot less damage. This is also not my preferred kit for Merc, but it's the only one we got. Is Merc good here in the old version? No. I think he's probably the worst survivor. I didn't even make it to the wisps there. Your sprint speed is a lot lower. I don't think you have proper iframes. You might in this version. In the last version, I don't think you did. I think it was like armor or something. Yeah, until Merc gets exposed, I feel like he's just an awful survivor. Like, that really makes that character, along with the alternate skills. Default Merc is not my preferred way of playing. Oh, we got a Knurl, our first yellow. Beautiful. Okay, this is immediately going better than the commando run, though. Part of that is there's just loot here. Oh, look at these. Oh, my goodness. Look at these lunar coins. These lunar donuts. So, it's more like a lunar jelly donut. Wow. It's not even icons up here either. It's just like a little money symbol. What do we got? Ooh, gesture. Okay. Looks more like the red whip should, honestly. I just cannot get over this red whip texture. That must have been a placeholder. Like, they never intended to keep that, I feel like. Oh, also, sometimes I think buttons would spawn on top of each other and it would just instantly open the gate sometimes. Oh, speaking of, I think we can just clip through right now. Let's, let's see. Might need more speed to do it. Let's see. What's a good angle? I know you can clip through here. I know it's possible. Oh, I can see it starting to break a little bit. I'm gonna try to get some speed this stage and I'll come back. I just don't have the, like, if it was current Merc, I bet I could. But the dash is just so weak here. Why is Commando blue? I don't know. I think he got evacuated from the LA fires. Had his home destroyed. Why wouldn't... Oh, there we go. That's a boot. Of course he's blue, man. Why do you think he's on fucking Petrichor 5? He's looking for the new LA. I do have an energy drink now, but I don't think that's really gonna help me. Because again, when I sprint, it doesn't calculate my sprint speed. I don't think. I think I need hooves if I want to increase that. Really not a huge fan of Merc in this version. I think part of it too is I'm used to focused assault, which probably goes 4 times further than this dash, actually. I want to do the clip because it's an old tech that I want to show off. I remember they called Wooly out in the patch notes back in the day when they patched it. Merc doesn't expose himself in this one. I know, it's sad. It's very unfortunate. Merc didn't get good until he started exposing himself. Why is this version so stable? Come on. Let me clip. Let me experience the jank. It's whatever. I wanted to make it happen. Holy fuck, look at that regen. That's crazy. If this was Eclipse 8, that would be like having like 6 or 7 cautious slugs maybe. Okay, we do have a pretty good combo here with a Uke and a Will-O-Wisp. Very classic synergy. Tried and true. I think the ukulele... How strong is it in this one? I think it's still 80%. But yeah, there's a... No wonder this item became a legend. I feel like today, it's kind of outclassed by a lot. Like, I mean, it's still good, don't get me wrong, but you just have so many other options for AoE now. Back then, there really wasn't that much you could do. I definitely don't need the healing here. We'll go random. Okay, good. One thing about these old versions is items can actually get stuck in walls, if I recall correctly. Maybe that was an Artifacts 2.0 thing, but I remember that being a bug where, like, teleport items you just couldn't get to sometimes. They'd spawn in a wall, and it would just be impossible. If you're playing Artificer, you could cook the steak with your M1 for a stat boost. This was where the idea for prayer beads came from. Wow. Dude, when are they going to invite me onto Did You Know Gaming for Risk of Rain 2? I would do such an excellent job. Please reach out to me. Did You Know Gaming? And I promise I wouldn't put the fakest bullshit in there either. It would all be real. Did you know Mercenary was actually based off of Hopu Games' favorite band, Leonard Skinner? Oh, we got Old Bleed. Okay, so Old Bleed actually kind of sucked from what I remember. So I think it was a 15% chance, but getting new stacks of Bleed wouldn't refresh the cooldown. So stacking Bleed was like stacking Needle Tick. Like, it had a defined amount of time it would be active for. There's Needle Tick a good comparison. More like, I guess, the Fire from Gas. But yeah, you couldn't stack it. So it wasn't a super viable option. Got the old syringe texture too. Very similar. I think they just like added lines to it literally. Oh, look at the cropping on the war banner. At the bottom, it gets cut off weirdly. You don't see it. Couple weird things like that. I keep pinging things thinking they're going to tell me how much they are. They're not. Oh yeah, utility chests, or just like category-specific chests were a thing in this update. When will you play Google Stadia Risk of Rain 2? Oh man, I wish I made a video on that when it was still around. I downloaded it at one point, and then... Oh, look at this. We got the old guillotine, the very old guillotine. We got the white version. So this was, I think, the only update that this was white. I think it was introduced in this update. Very interesting. Yeah, this is the oldest guillotine. Truly. Oh yeah, we should check out the logbook before I switch versions. I didn't do that in the last one. And then we'll probably do the next stage, and then I might switch on to a different one. I think Sticky Bomb Throw changed by this point. I'm not sure, though. Something going on with the sound. I'm getting some Plasma Shrimp vibes from that. Oh, here we go. Little D's were a thing. Probably with this update. I imagine Grove Tenders were added here. Very nice, though. Always a great item to have. Grove Tender had a tail. Oh, I didn't notice. Maybe I can look at the model in the logbook. Pretender always had a tail. Has he? Is this a Mandela effect? Am I being gaslit right now? Loader has arms. It is actually, though, if you look at Loader's arms, it does trip you out. Because you realize her arms are a lot shorter than you thought they were, and she's like holding on to like a mech thing. Once you see it, you can never unsee it. It ruined Loader for me when I found that out. Abyssal Depths, the only stage 4. I think this was the case for like until the weird Stadia exclusive map when we got Sundered Grove. Yeah, I wonder how many people actually played the Stadia version, because I remember Sundered Grove came out a month early for Stadia, and I didn't see any content about it until it came out for PC, which makes me feel like nobody was playing it, which is probably the case because the Stadia did go under. The newly added Aegis. Oh, was that this update? Huge. Leeching Seed? Oh, we got the old texture for that. Why is it so... What the fuck? It's so dark in here. What is going on with the lighting? But here's TP. Dude, it is pitch black. Also, I'm really benefiting from this gesture right now. I'm getting so much crit. The fuel cell is going to help a lot too. Oh, here we go. Afterburner. A pillar skip. Whoa. Pillars run a thing. Which makes this the best version, actually. Before this, the meta was to rush to stage 3 for the free Prion. Yeah, I remember that. That was a big thing. You gotta get the free Prion. Outside of speedruns, that is such a scam now. You still see it occasionally in races, but generally the Prion is a pretty big scam. Do I want that? Maybe? Let's see what the cooldown is like. It might be crazy cooldown on this. Okay, yeah. We definitely want this. What do we got? Ooh, Nukahana, gross. Did you know this actually used to be green in the old dev footage? I don't think it ever made it into early access green, but... Okay, I think this is a loop here, and this is probably where we'll end this version. We'll see if there's anything interesting on loop. I'll maybe do this last stage. The old Titanic Plains lighting. I kind of miss it. Very nostalgic. This was the map I think I did the 24 hours on stage 1. I think it might have been the other variant, but like this lighting always reminds me of that. The question is, would we want a third DLC? The game already feels so full with 2 DLCs for me anyway. I don't think I'd want new items, stages, and characters at least. And that's fair. Like, it's a very complete game at this point. I'm always gonna say I want more content, just because it's the nature of what I do. And if there's no more content, I feel like the days for this game are a little bit numbered. So I'm always going to be an advocate of more content, but it's not necessarily the thing that's best for the game. Loot pool saturation is real, sadly. I don't know, a lot of games deal with that. Like, how many fucking items does Binding of Isaac have? Like over 700 or something fucking crazy. And then they could do a Risk of Rain 3, but I don't even know what that would look like. Make it 4D? Go back to 2D? I don't know. Also, you have the problem of like items making the game too easy, and I've seen that a lot. And I agree, I think the game is a lot easier now. I think the way you combat that though, is you don't make the items worse. You add more difficulty options. Add like another Eclipse level or something. Make the game more challenging to counteract it. I feel like that's the best way to go. And that makes everyone happy. Everyone has a difficulty that's right for them. Okay, I'm probably gonna load up the next one here. Let's look at the logbook real quick though. Love that title screen. Can't get over that. Okay, yeah, so it did break my logbook a little bit. Holy shit. All under construction. Sticky bomb. 5% chance. Detonating for 180% total damage. Yeah, that is the updated sticky. What other ones? We got Aegis here. ATG. That looks the same. A lot of these don't have logbooks yet. Tri-Tip. 50% chance to bleed for 240% base damage. I think this didn't refresh the stack, so it was kind of bad. It's the same though. I'm gonna load up the next version here. We're going into Skills 2.0. This was a huge update. The title screen's a different color once again. I love when they used to do that. It's something I wish they brought back. Missed opportunity with Seekers and Survivors. I'd love an update that overhauls Eclipse, something akin to Terraria Expert Mode, where enemies have more attacks and abilities instead of just fall damage kills you now. Yeah, I think it's very hard to create new difficulties that are both like fun and rewarding. Because like the way Returns did it, I hated, where it was just like make enemies really tanky. You have a slider that makes you can give them more health. I hate that approach. I like most of the Eclipse levels though. I think like E6 is the only one I don't really like, but like giving them making them faster, giving them less cooldowns, that's a good way of making them more challenging without actually just making them bullet sponges. Okay. Yes, we have some skills now. Wait a minute. Under construction. We never got an alternate for this, did we? We never got a Huntress alt secondary. Excuse me? We got trolled, dude. What happened to that? And the under construction mastery skin. Oh yeah. So everyone in this update got a mastery skin except NG. Including a loader who is new. Okay, so these are under construction, but that's honestly fine. The alternate skills were never very good. Okay, who do we play? Oh, we got the full multi now. Nice. We never got an alternate for this secondary or transport mode. The fuck? Let's see how this goes, I guess. I just want to see if double rebar is a thing. Not really. Yeah. So this old version of rebar, you would have to charge it and then it would shoot. It wouldn't shoot instantly with a cooldown. Does Rex play any differently? Also, did this master skin always look like this? I feel like it didn't. Yeah, wait, what? Am I crazy or did they change this master skin at some point? Are Sticky still busted or were they nerfed? No, that was only for the very first version, I believe. So we're in content update 2 right now, which is the 3rd overall version of the game. This is skills 2.0. It's much more green now. Yeah, I kind of prefer this version, I'll be honest. I like this. Oh, look at the... Oh, the end lag on the M1 is brutal. What is that? I have not played Monsoon ranks in a very long time. Oh my god, I need attack speed. This is not gonna work. We got a lunar down here. Let's check this out. I guess. Actually, that's probably horrible on the Survivor, isn't it? Oh no, I don't... Are cleansing pools a thing yet? I think they might be. They might be in this version. Easy. Okay, yeah. I forget that Rex is built like a brick shithouse and just destroy anything. Oh, they changed the lunar coins, finally. They're proper donuts now. Oh, and we got little icons now. They're not just the placeholders. Man, I didn't play during this era of the game. I wish I did, though, because this was definitely the most exciting era, I think. All of these came out in 2019. I think Artifacts came out early 2020. But, like, can you imagine getting 5 different content updates in a year? 2023, what the fuck did we had the Meteors update in that entire year. Like, we really didn't get anything from, like, Survivors of the Void until Seekers. Well, wasn't 2023 the year of Hostile Worlds? Oh, that's true. It was more so the year of Risk of Rain Returns. That's how I would like to think of it. Maybe you think of it as the Hostile Worlds year. But I'm sorry that Gearbox crushed your dreams when they canceled it. I have some thoughts on Artifacts 2.0. I'll talk about it more when I get there, but I have a love-hate relationship with that update. I think there's some things I love about it, but I feel like the artifact system just sucked. I thought it was better in the first game. Like, it should have been in the Bazaar. It shouldn't have been a stage 5 thing. Like, the fact that you had to loot 16 times to get all the items, it just got tedious after a certain point. 1 in the chat if you looked up the artifact codes. 2 if you did it the right way and you sought them out in game. I'm definitely a 1. It's just so easy. And then with the devotion update, there was one that you literally had to look up because it wasn't in the game. God, I hated that so much. Like, they're actually punishing you for doing it the right way. Why'd you pick up Brutal Cronus Rex? It was a bad idea. Look at that. All my money is gone. True, I just thought it was funny. Oh, yeah, well, it wasn't funny, and you should be ashamed of yourself, good sir. Shut the hell up and enjoy the goddamn stream. Some people, man. No respect for their elders. Old grandpa playing old version? Absolutely. We gotta. This is the version I had in my youth. Back in 1876. We didn't have any of those fancy whatchamacallits you have in the 21st century. We didn't even have any shurikens. We just had white guillotines and whatever the fuck this leeching seed texture is. Yeah, this is going horribly. I wish I had some gas or something. I just have to individually target everybody. Wisps. They're taking everything. They're taking my whole pension. My grandson's birthday is this month. You can't take it all. I actually can't get hit. This is like a good replacement for Eclipse, I guess. This is a good challenge mode. Oh, here we go. Oh, I don't have enough. I will, though. Very shortly. I don't get hit. No, you fuck. You don't do that. We don't do that. Okay, there we go. There we go. Perfect. Doesn't even matter now. Doesn't even matter. You can take everything. It was very fun though, like, because I was doing research for my video and I tried to find like the earliest documented footage of this game, and I didn't realize how long this game was in development, but it is most likely that development started in 2016. It was in development for a while before the early access versions came out. This stage is just gonna rob me, I can already tell. We got 2 bosses on the map. I should maybe just take them out because they're going to be a perpetual issue. Oh, also, Sirens is a thing in this update. We're kind of getting lucky with the new stages. I'm just going to, I think, start this because if I get through this teleporter, I'm just going to move on to the next one, which would be Hidden Realms, I believe. We might do Void Fields in that one. Do we do Ally Worship Unit? Oh, we can... I haven't done it in so long, but there's a setup for Rex where you can, like, kill him instantly. If you like position your R right. I completely forget the timing on it though. It's been years. AWU skips is probably a thing too. I could maybe try it with an egg. I just need to get a good gas chain going here. No ignition tanks yet, so the gas is kind of lame by now. We can practice the AWU thing with these guys, I guess. Let's see. Is that gonna work? If you, like, hit the other side of where AWU spawns... Uh-oh. Oh, God. Oh, okay. We're fine. I would be fucked if I was actually looping here, but since I'm ending after this next stage, I think I'll be okay. Is Rex your favorite survivor? No. I don't have a favorite, but I will say it is not Rex. I can tell you the one it is not. Certainly not Rex, and it is certainly not Chef. I think overall, though, I do prefer Rex to Chef. I think he's a lot more fun in Monsoon, just because you can actually utilize his damage kit more. In Eclipse, it's just, he's very nerfed, so I'm sure that changes my opinion. Okay. Oh, I got that guy. That wasn't what I was going for. Okay, there we go. We got him a little bit. Yes! Beautiful. What do we got? Nukahana? Fuck you. After all of that, I got a Nukahana. Probably gonna move on to the next version, though. Check out the logbook. Still a lot under construction. You can see it's getting filled out more. All right, let's load up the next version. All right, so we are now going into Hidden Realms. This was the update that added Acrid. This was December 17th, 2019. Here we go. We got the construction golem. We got the purple background. Gotta love it. Ooh, and you can see if you go into the settings here, you got a little scav. Beautiful. Okay, Acrid was new to this update. Void Fields was new as well, and Void Fields had a lot of changes. I love that they still don't have the Engineer Mastery skin. They got the new Survivor comes with the Engineer still under construction. Wonder why it took so long. Probably just didn't find one they liked, I guess. Is Rex... They changed his alts... I liked the one on the previous version so much better, honestly. I feel like this one's uglier. When did they add Siphon Forest? Oh, not for a while. That was DLC 1. So, 2.5 years after this update. Now, I know in the initial, like, early access version, you actually had 10 mines to start out with, which was just insane. Okay, immediately go for gas. It's crazy how there are 5 stage 1s now. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I don't think we need that many. And also, apparently, I don't know if it's still this way after all of the patches, the spawn rate for the maps got fucked up. So, like, getting Siphon Forest is less common than getting Roost or Plains. I think because, like, the weighting of the variants is the same for both of them. And it was not that way prior to Seekers. Just too many stage 1s, especially, like, for speedruns. Usually you want Roost, and it's just so reset heavy now. Can't believe they added Pest to RPD. I can't believe they didn't add anything to Scorched Acres. They didn't add anything to that map until Seekers the Storm. It was the same from release until Seekers. Like, literally, the same enemy pool, same stage, didn't change at all. Fucking crazy. I guess unless you count the void barnacles, if there's a void seed, but come on, that doesn't really count, because that's on every map. Is NG Bubble Shield impenetrable in this version? I don't think so. I think it's always been shit. I mean, that's pretty impenetrable if you really think about it. Actually, it is pretty effective. It's just if they come inside of the bubble shield, it stops being effective. It has some uses though. Oh, we can get bans here. Perfect. We got NG to thank. Will you play returns? I probably will again eventually. I don't know. The returns is just in such a sad state right now. Part of the problem is we never got official mod support for returns. I think there are some mods, and I can maybe figure out how to do it. There was a mod, I think, that added a bunch of Risk of Rain 2 survivors into returns, and I thought that would be cool to check out. Returns is a game that I don't think we'll ever see updated ever again, purely because both the publisher and developer no longer exist now. So like the problem Hopu had is when they were trying to get the mod support out is I think they had it finished, but they couldn't contact the publisher because Gearbox Publishing wasn't a thing after 2023. And then Hopu isn't a thing now because they're working for Valve. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. I love Returns though. That was a really cool 3 weeks. People stopped watching, but I just wish we got official mod support before they left. And I don't think there is really a strong enough community there for that game where people would like really want to go through the effort of making mods for it. I mean, there's a few, but I feel like it's definitely a much smaller community than Risk of Rain 2. Who started with Risk of Rain 1? Risk of Rain 2 is so much more popular. Oh yeah, so I did some research into that. Oh, I forgot these guys are awful. No, they slow you. If you guys didn't know, the peak players for Risk of Rain 1 was 5,000. The peak players for Deadbolt was like less than 500. It was like 475 or something. The peak players on day 1 for Risk of Rain 2, just when the early access launched, not even when the game came out, was about 70,000 players instantly on day 1. How that happened, I don't fucking know. I have no idea why it was so popular, but it was. There was so much hype for the game. I mean, it was probably the whole forwarding fiasco with one. That's true. Multiplayer was a lot harder in the first game. That accounts for some of it, but it's just like, it's such a dramatic increase, especially after Deadbolt, which, as much as I think that game is cool, it was commercially, it was a huge flop. But yeah, multiplayer was a huge issue on Risk of Rain 1. You had to do like the old Minecraft server shit where you had to port forward and have people connect to your IP. Okay, it seems like bans are scaled off of the attack that procs it at least, because it seemed like I did a lot there with the mine. They're in the bubble shield. It's protecting them. The fuck? Wait, has this indication of where they're gonna slam down always been a thing? It's very clear in this version where you're gonna get hit. I feel like they removed that at some point. Am I crazy? They definitely removed that little hitbox bubble with the beetle guards. What am I gonna do? Let's just farm up. I've just been kind of running around. I haven't been doing much. Actually, yeah, barrel stuffing probably isn't good to do in this version since it's proc chance on bans. I would actually benefit from standing as far back as possible, so I can get as many tendrils as possible. Oh no, it just whizzed past him. Shit. I want to play the 1.0 version of Survivors with all the bugs. That would probably be a fun experience. I remember momentum was fucked for a while. The guaranteed legendary out of the lockboxes, if anyone remembers that. And the crazy fucking burns that would last 3 hours long. What is this? Look at this bird. What is my guy doing? Hello? Sir? Are you okay? He can't fly. Can't fly, dude. That's so sad. Also, the grandparents in Survivors were crazy too. They're very similar to what they were today, minus like the burn issues. But prior to Survivors of the Void, grandparents were such pushovers. You could just stay in the fire area like the whole time and it wouldn't even matter. And then I think everybody had the experience on launch where they just got fucked by a grandparent, so used to them not doing anything. Wow, that razor wire was crazy. They nerf razor wire at some point? Has it always been this good? It must have been a banned proc of something. Did Hidden Realms have base Solus control? I think it did. I think it was added at the same time as Ali Worship Unit, so... Actually, yeah, we fought him in the last run, so... They absolutely did. No Sky Meadow yet in this. No artifacts. No Mithrix, obviously. We're about to loop here. Stage 4. I think the next update changes the UI a little bit too. That was the first update I played, was artifacts. That was a fun time. When was Sky Meadows added? No, it's in the next one. It's Artifacts 2.0. Play Chef, that can't happen for a long time. Not in the game. He almost was, actually. A little bit of history. When the Artifacts 2.0 update came out, which we're going to play in just a second, they notably did not add a new survivor in this update. It was the only early access content update that did not include a new survivor, but it did include a survivor poll, and people would get to vote on what they wanted the next survivor to be. And it was all of the survivors not included from the first game and a mystery survivor. And the community chose the mystery survivor, and that ended up being Captain. So there was a reality where we could have had Enforcer, actually. I'm glad we do not live in that quantum universe. When was Heretic added? I think that was Anniversary, so that was post 1.0, pre-Survivors of the Void. This is a lot more like the title screen we know today. It is purple, though. We got the new logbook. They updated a lot of stuff here, it looks like. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is what I wanted to show you guys. Look at this fucking quail. Look at the quail in the challenge section. It's still like this, by the way, in Survivors of the Void. Where the fuck is his little head thing? Why does he look like that? What's wrong with him? This drives me crazy. We do have slicing limbs. Oh yeah, they changed the UI so much. This is what we're used to. Is double rebar a thing yet? Wait, let's see. Somebody said Nailgun had a 1.0 proc coefficient at one point. I feel like that must have been patched by this point. Oh, look at this old ass rebar puncher. I don't think double rebar was a thing yet. Because yeah, it happens after the shot. You have to wait. Yeah, this definitely feels like game feel alone. I can immediately tell. I think they updated like the Unity version or something here, but this just feels a lot more normal already. The lighting looks normal. There's no like weird block golems. I mean, when you get that cursed ass emote out of here, I don't want to see that in my chat room ever again. Shut the hell up. Enjoy the goddamn stream. I think Recycler was a thing in this version too, so I can start looking out for that. All right, here's my idea for an emote. It's going to be the YouTube logo, but we're going to put a shitty, uneven MS Paint roof on it. And that's going to make people stay home and abide by the quarantines. We're making a difference, guys. Somebody got paid for that. I just want you guys to know. Why is it still here? It should not be here. I made that emote? Well, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean any of it. I didn't realize. Can you change your channel icon to the YouTube logo? Yeah, I changed my name to YouTube Official. But I'll draw like a little goatee on it. To differentiate it, and I'll call it like Stay Walter or something based off of my hero Walter White.
You're goddamn right.
They should definitely put me in charge of emotes. I would just give them like bungus.mp4 type shit. That would be my contribution. Day one working at YouTube, that would be my first executive order. I would start changing all of the emotes. They actually should change them though, because YouTube emotes are horrible. Wow, this crit is going crazy. Look at that. Wow. Oh, fuck, I was gonna do void fields. What is wrong with me? I keep forgetting. Oh, no. I just got so impassioned. Okay. This crit is crazy. I don't think... So... Oh, it looks like it does increase speed. So, the, if you guys didn't know... Oh, no. I'm fine. I was gonna say, using Chrysalis and then dashing into enemies, you get a speed boost. It actually deals more damage when you do that. So it's very smart to play around with that on multi. Also, I haven't used Rebar Puncher in, like, years. Look at the old ATG animation. Slightly different. Nice. Oh, we got the green guillotine. Sad. When do you think Gearbox will update Guillotine to red? Soon, I'm hoping. I hope they update all of the Seekers of the Storm items to red, actually. They're that good. I do feel like most of the greens could be reds, maybe with like a few changes. Knockback fin should definitely be a red in its current state. I think it's bugged and it's not supposed to do that much damage, but as a green, that is fucking crazy. Well, we only had one run die today, and that was the first one, so I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, we were playing on Monsoon, so... Oh, wait, fuck. We got one more stage. I forgot. It's Sky Meadow. I was getting ready to end. Never mind. There's no Mithrix fight, unfortunately. So this is probably going to be the last stage, actually, but... Oh my god, what are you? Hello? What the fuck is this? That's a parent? Why do they look like this? My goodness. Goodness gracious. That is ugly. Those things have no neck whatsoever. Sailstar makes no sense green from a bounce perspective. I feel like it's alright. It's a very good green item, but we have like shipping request form, regen scrap, other items in that tier that are kind of similar. What is this? What is this like glowing? Huh? What's glowing? What is that? Something's glowing over here. What the hell is happening up there? Am I seeing an apparition? What? It's gone. What did I just witness? Is my copy of Riskering 2 haunted? Oh my god, what the fuck? What are these? Okay, that was something they definitely removed at some point. Yeah, magma worms on this map. Gotta love it. Oh god. Oh wait. This is different. Yeah, look, it's backwards. It's fresh meat. Regenerate health after killing an enemy. So basically Monster Tooth. It looks so wrong. It looks so wrong flipped. But this is how it originally was. I think they flipped it just to draw attention to the fact that something was different. You got the old squid polyp, which I actually kind of prefer. I like the old squid polyp model. I feel like it makes sense because that's what the turrets actually look like. The current one is just some like see an enemy thing. Oh, this looks so... Look at the teleporter. It looks so wrong, just the normal teleporter model. Makes sense. Mithrix wasn't a thing yet. Your only option was to loop. It's the old ATG, not gonna lie. I don't know, I think I prefer the current one. I don't mind this one though. I wish I had more AoE. I really did take way too long on this run with the amount of loot I have. I do have 4 APRs, so my boss damage is gonna be okay. My healing isn't great though. I have 5 stuns? How the hell did that happen? I mean, without scrappers and printers, the game just feels so different, and I feel like the rate at which printers spawn is lower too. Yeah, this was pre-bleed change, so not even my daggers are helping me out right now. We'll go to this, switch, bam. And then charging should be okay. I am coping a little bit, but we should be fine. I have enough damage to kill the bosses at least, and I just need to get through this stage. There we go. It's called being a pro. Get used to it. Every time I get cocky, I'm immediately humbled. Oh, no. Don't die there. Okay, we're fine. All right, that's probably gonna be it for today, but I do want to continue this journey. This was the final early access version, but we have 1.0, we have Anniversary, and Survivors of the Void we still gotta do, and maybe like Devotion. Oh, you know what? We gotta do Seekers 1.0. we gotta figure out how to do that. That was certainly a version of the game that I would love to revisit. Maybe it's too soon. I don't know. Too much trauma. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me tonight. Thank you guys for watching today. I had a fun stream. Yeah. I'll see you guys back here soon for part 2. Hope you guys have a good night. Thanks for being here.